So let's hope we can get a wet race in the Grand Prix. Probably not, given how the season's been, but we can hope.
I'm trying to get the grid up, but obviously I'm trying to go on your stream, and I can't get it up.
It turned into a radio show.
Do you have the grid? Because I normally just look back.
No, but I remember it's Craig, Finley, Schmoys. I'll go back to the earliest point you can.
Craig, Finley,
right. Okay, I've got it. Craig, Finley, Schmoys, Hadif, Jack.
Yep.
Howling.
Yep.
Touch.
Yep.
Amir. Boosted.
Yep. Yeah.
Q Gamer.
Yeah.
Godfident.
Yeah, and then
Lewis.
Right, cool. Alright.
Let's try again.
Hopefully the stream's clean and up and running, like usual.
Yeah.
So, no rain, it's a clean race. 12 riders, 6 laps. Will Craig extend his championship lead, or will it be cut down? And if it does get cut down, it's likely that Jack will take championship lead unless Craig gets second.
Oh, son of an accent. So no tyre. Let's. Last time we had this, Jack took a double, but the current foot would indicate that's not going to happen in terms of what he's just done in qualifying. But qualifying is one thing, racing is another. What we have noticed from Craig in the past, I mean, how many sprinters now? Past 5 sprints. In each one he's won. He leads out the first 2 corners and he's off, never to be overtaken again. Usually because the riders behind all battle, and then by the time they've sorted themselves out, Craig's already got a 1 to 2 second lead that he can manage. And
Amir, he normally gets a good start, so he's starting back in 8th, so I can't see that being close enough, as the line's like it's not too long of a run. So, yeah. I think Craig will be the favourite to keep the lead into turn 1 here, but can someone dispose his lead for once, or will Craig hold it like usual? Craig has mentioned earlier today, he said that his goal was to win the sprint.
Well, he's the Jorge Martin, you could say, of the sprint so far. He's won the most by quite a margin. But if he doesn't win the sprints, he's off the podium. So, a bit strange in that aspect. But let's see if he can take. I think if he wins this, it'll be his 3rd or 4th sprint win in a row.
Yep, he's definitely proven to be good, and everyone is ready. I only just noticed that. So, we can get going. Who's going to hold the lead into turn 1? You'd say Craig is the favourite, but anything can happen.
So 3 Ducatis on the front row. A factory Ducati, a Pramac Ducati, and a Grassini Ducati.
Yep.
Lights are on. Long old way as usual, and we're off. And I think that Sadifi's got a good start, but Craig straight at the blocks gets a good advantage into turn 1 and leads the. Oh, and that's Amir hitting. Was that Finley? Yeah, I think it was.
Finley, I think. And Craig is.
Q game is down.
And he's got an advantage.
Whoa, and that's boosted again really, really wide. And that's Amir Tahifa going up the inside of Schmoys and Sky. Oh, and Godfident's gone down. Oh, and Finley's been caught up in the action as well. So Finley's luck in the sprints continues to get even worse. Meanwhile, Craig leads by 0.2 of a second. Ahead of Amir Tahifa.
Considering the start he got, I thought he'd made it pull a bit more, as Lewis is just... yeah, that's terrible. He just slammed straight into the side of Hadif. He outbroke himself. And yeah, he went straight into the side of him.
So Jack's picked up a long lap penalty. Boosted into 5th. Oh, Schmoy's looking up the inside of Hadif into turn 8. He set the bike up, he set the pair of them up. And his Booster's going to say thank you very much. Oh, again, it's all chaos in the first opening lap. And he comes Schmoy's up the inside of Hadif. Again, Schmoy's trying to give a receipt back to Hadif from the final corner at Jerez last week, where he stole third place for that result.
Oh, well then.
That's a relinquished position, surely, as Lewis is it's gone down again.
And I'm going to give him a warning for that as well.
Oh, and Q Gabe is down again as well.
That is just terribly
reckless. Oh, and Hadith managed to go onto the grass. And now Booster's going to try and move up into 4th place, but he can't quite do so. So Craig continues to lead the way, and here comes Hadith, and Schmoy's has managed to lose drive
like
there.
Hadith does, it's so unnecessary. And Craig's wide. Craig ran really wide at turn 1, and he's just about kept his lead there.
So far, Craig's on to extend his championship lead by quite a hefty margin.
Yep, Jack seems to be struggling.
It seems like Termas maybe just isn't going well for him currently.
Gaps are all looking fairly...
Whoa, and Schmoy's nearly hits the back of Hadith.
So Schmoy's and Hadith do not have a good relationship, so I can see something happening here.
I mean, considering that Craig ran wide at turn 1, Amir's not been able to capitalise at all, and he's nearly dropped to a second. So Craig's just doing a very, Craig thing that he's done in the past sprints.
And because these guys have fallen off, it's an opportunity.
Jack's down.
Like I didn't say that. I was saying this is an opportunity that Jack needs to capitalise on it and gain some positions, but I didn't say that.
And Jack's now down to 10th.
It's going from bad to worse. And this is the punishment you face when you don't practice.
2 points down in the championship, and that currently is going to increase to 12. But the only redeeming quality about this is the fact that if Jack remains where he is, he will start on the front row for the following race. Meanwhile, this battle for second place is hotting up the sky. Fastest lap.
Can Hadith maybe do something?
No, he's just
Craig's wide again. Craig's really wide again. Maybe that's his... No, can't be his line. He looks like he's still running a little bit too wide.
Yeah, he's cost a couple of attempts there. So Hadith, I think, if he can just stay in the slipstream of Amir down the back... Well, no, he's lost it now. He's got caught in the slipstream.
He made a bit of a mistake there at turn 2.
If he can get in the slipstream, though, he might be able to just about attack into turn number 5. But I don't think he's close enough. Meanwhile, I think Jack's about to go up the inside of Touch, as he does to turn 4. And Howling is now all over the back of Boosted. Boosted since Sachsenring has had a bit of a resurgence of form. Getting a few points here and there. Running inside the top 5.
You just stay out for incidences, and that's the best way to go about things.
Yep. Remember, Boosted's amazing job of defending off Craig at the Sachsenring for all those laps. But here comes Howling, he's surely going to attack into... No, doesn't attack into the Aston section.
No, but Boosted's wide.
Yeah, and...
Oh, it's the back of him.
And Howling's gone through.
He's come back, he's on
the grass.
Oh, that's unfortunate. I won't do anything about that. It's quite unfortunate. He went onto the grass there, and he couldn't really do anything about that.
So, as we end the
I think Hadith might be getting held up here.
Yeah. Hadith...
Look, the gap's come down at the front again.
Oh, but he's at the outside curb, so he's going to lose that little bit of drive. Hadith just needs to hold on to Amir. Is Craig going to run wide again? He's run wide again, so... I don't know if that's Craig's line, or he's just struggling. Yeah. Lewis is down again.
If he's doing it, it looks like he's doing it quite consistently, so I'd say that is probably just his line. And Jack has got the fastest lap of the race. So what could have been for him?
Yeah. Now, Hadith, he's been one of the strongest in the sprints. He took sprint victory back in India, the only wet race of the season. But he's just not close enough to attack Amir
very
yet.
Unexpected as well, to be honest. Yeah. I don't think anyone really expected him to do that. I said he's going to run
he played it smart. Oh, he's round very hot into turn 5. And Craig's just keeping that gap at 8 tenths. He's not extending, but he's not losing it either. He's just... I just had to say in real life, watching his pit borders, Amir's gone wide, and he's going to go up the inside at turn... it's going to turn into turn 8.
Confidence on the grass here, and Jack's picked up another long lap along the lines.
Interesting. And Finley's picked up a penalty, so I'm assuming he's going to try and get that reduced. Because I can't, unless he's failed it.
He's got no track limits, and I think he did have one already, so he might have got one.
Yeah.
Another one.
He got, yeah, probably got one.
Oh, he's on the grass. Oh my god. You can tell by the lines of Finley and. Well, I've not really seen too much from Jack, but Finley, he seems to be struggling. He's missing his braking points a little bit and turning in.
So Craig managed to extend the gap just a tiny bit on that lap, thanks to his mistake into turn 7. And Hadif's still stuck behind the Italian. Meanwhile, Touch and Godfrey are fighting for 9th place, and Touch gets right to the back of the Moroccan. Two go side by side, but Touch is unable to make any form of move.
Oh, Jack's on the grass there.
There's just these little mistakes that Jack's making, but when you don't practice, that's when they usually creep in, because you make these inconsistencies because you don't have the muscle memory. So he comes Jack up the inside, uses the slipstream, Finley out on the outside curb.
Oh, he's used him and he's... yeah. I mean, it wasn't... I'm not going to give anything now, I'm going to wait till afterwards, because from what I was on board with Jack there, and he's broke relatively similar... Oh, as Jack's going miles off the track, and... yeah.
The Bourbon Brothers are having an absolute stinker right now. There's no other way to put it.
Don't know what he's doing, but yeah, he just slightly outbroke himself.
And Hadif's right on the back of Amir now.
I don't know what Jack's
Still.
doing now. So Jack's continued in last place there, and yeah, I know what he's doing. So Jack would have been down in 9th place here, and he's planning to start on pole position, I think, because obviously only the top 8 will score points. And he's down in 9th, and the gap in front was about 5, 6, 7 seconds. So I think what he's doing is he's...
I mean, he's down at 2-1, he's at the inside curve, and he's gone. He's lost the front.
So yeah, I think what Jack's plan is now, he's going to pick up no points this race, so he's going to be down to 12 behind, but he's going to start on pole for the main race.
Yeah, very smart. So, Hadif finally moves into 2nd place. Schmoy's inherits 3rd. Howling is 4th. Can Howling take his first podium of the season? He's been agonisingly close. He's had pace to get on the podium. Just not been able to do so.
If I'm correct as well, the rule for quitting in the sprint means you start last anyway, right?
I've no idea.
I'm pretty sure it is. So Finley's not going to be on pole anyway.
Just have to double check that. I was just double checking that before.
I'm pretty sure that's what we've done before. When people quit in the sprint, as
Touch has gone down.
That might be his chance at points gone.
He's 8 seconds though.
Yeah, he should be alright then. Yeah.
No,
wait, yeah.
Boosted is just trying to hold off Amir here. He's just got a few more corners to hold on. Oh, Touch's gone down again. Meanwhile, for one person, it's gone all swimmingly. Again, there's what, 3rd or 4th time in a row. Craig is led from the word dot. He rounds the final corner. Craig again is going to take another sprint victory. He's going to extend his championship lead by 10 points. A perfect race there.
He's trying to get the switch back on Boosted, but is he going to get the cutback? Boosted a little bit wide. Is he going to get the run to the line? He's done it.
So Boosted gets his first top 5.
As Boosted has got a long lap though.
So he's not going to hold it. It's going to take tip anyway. Godfidence going to take his first points of the season in 7th, and Lewis has managed to beat take 8th, Q Gamer 9th, and Touch of Lewis crashes ends up in 10th, with Jack Berman finishing in last place. That means he will start from pole, we think, if the rule about Finley is true. So Craig takes a very crucial victory here at Termas, with Skyleaf in 2nd, Schmoy's 3rd, Howling 4th, Amir 5th, Boosted 6th, Confident 7th, Lewis 8th, Q Gamer 9th, Touch 10th, Jack 11th, and Finley rounds out the field in 12th.
Yep. So I need to change to 50%. Back to the variable weather.
So that is Craig's.
Confidence backed out for some reason.
That was Craig's 4th sprint victory in a row.
Wow.
Very impressive.
He is the sprint master. I need to get the results up. So, oh no, at one point Craig on pole, we need to start last. We'll put Craig on pole then. Godfrey needs to join back. Oh, Godfrey said he's not joining back. So
okay.
He's not in this race.
Interesting.
So you've got Amir, Boosted, Lewis, Hugh Gamer, and then Jack will be on pole. Right. I think we're ready to go.
Alright.
Let's see.
And it's clear weather.
Wow.
So, Craig is on. He's got a 12-point gap over Craig. It's. Try again. Craig's got a 12-point lead over Jack and a 27-point lead over Finley. So, Craig theoretically could perhaps put a hand on the trophy today if it fully goes his way.
And after the disaster of last week, he'll I think he'll be very surprised. But he knows he's got the pace, he knows he's got the consistency. See what Jack can do though. He's starting on pole this race.
He needs to take back-to-back victories, that is a must.
How many doubles has Craig done this season?
Doubles? What? Not one.
Oh, he's not done one yet.
No. He's done Grand Prix to sprint back-to-back. He's never done sprint Grand Prix back-to-back. He's always been a second and a first and a second. So, he's never got the 1-1. He's always been a 1-2 or 2-1. Well, not say always, he's only done them twice. But still. You know what I mean? And Craig does have a 3.1 second penalty, which is very close to the equivalent of a long lap. Because various reasons, because we couldn't agree to a long lap, so we've somehow come to the compromise of a 3.001 second time penalty. So that's what Craig will have at the end of the race. So we've got to keep that in mind. I don't know if everybody knows that. They should do. So hopefully it doesn't affect riders if we have an Amir.
In terms of riders that are actually here, the only penalties that have actually got to go out in the race are Q Game's got a long lap and Deep's got a long lap. But everyone is ready. Can you serve the long lap here? Because obviously there is a long lap, but I don't know if you can actually serve it because it's a historic track.
You should be able to.
Well, we'll see.
I don't see why they changed the coding just because it's an historic track.
It's milestone. Anyway,
the lights are on again. Hopefully for the final time. And we're off. And Jack's had a very poor reaction time, and that's going to mean Touchable is going to take the lead of an MCL race for the first time. Now it's going to be taken by his fellow American Boosted, going to turn 1, and it's Boosted who leads the way briefly, and Amida Heath takes the lead out of turn 1. But it doesn't. It's a cute game, and now it's, oh my god. Lots of people. Oh, Booster's trying to send. Oh.
Someone lost
Sorry, I was trying to stop.
I think it took a mirror with him, or was it the other way around?
I did. It was a mirror.
Well, there's one way around for the other. But Jack has got cleanly this time, followed by Lewis in second, then
Craig's in third.
Craig is straight up to second with a amazing straight line speed. But here comes Howland. He can do the same. Lewis has been squashed between them.
Oh my
and
god!
Craig's been hit out wide by Lewis.
And Finley says thank you very much and takes nearly all of them, and Howling just about holds on to second place. Finley looked up the inside at turn 6. Oh my god! And Howling saying no, you're not going for him. Not lifting the bike up for you. Into turn 7. Oh my god! Is that boosted? That's Lewis. Sorry, I thought.
Wow. Craig was lucky not to crash there. He got hit in the back there by Schmoyes.
And the chaos continues to go on.
Oh, Howland's off the front. Finney's at the bike. And Finney stayed on. Is Finney going to send it? No, he's not. Craig's going to shut the door.
Oh, he's got Hadif. He's going to send another pair of them.
Oh.
Using them like a berm again. Oh, and Amir's gone down in the background as well. It's all kicking off. Oh, and Craig and he can make contact. They're both going to set the bike up.
Oh, here goes Finley as well. He's hit Hadif.
And he comes just around the outside of Hadif. No. He's gone wider now. Craig's been overtaken by... No, he's not. Oh my god. Craig's got 2 riders up the inside. We know Craig likes to take a very wide entry.
Wow.
No, I'm going to the wrong person here. It's all wrong way round. And Schmoy's up the inside of Hadif. Oh. Reminiscent of last week.
Craig's going to be fuming right now. I need to go up the penalties here. So one goes to Hadif, and then one for Q.
And Craig taking a very tight line on the exit of turn 3/turn 4. Now down the back straight. With all that fighting, Jack's pulled out a 1.6 second lead.
Yeah, and it's the exact same as the sprint. But I see the other Factory Ducati man compromising this time. Yeah,
all Craig's really wide, getting caught up in the slipstream. Oh, well, look at the exit Schmoy's got out of the corner compared to Hadif, and he moves back into 3rd place. Schmoy's and Hadif are just glued together right now on track. Oh my god. Is Hadif taking his long lap? Yes, he is.
Yeah, he will be. And touch runs wide.
And Hadif he's going to do it. Yeah. So it is 5 Ducatis inside the top 5. All the Ducatis are in the top 5.
Impressive.
Schmoyes, they just exceeding track limits.
Only one in the top 5 who's got a warning is Schmoyes. No one else has got a track limit warning, So they're staying clean for now.
Okay, can just take his time. Doesn't need to, well, he might need to always touch runs really wide there. But we'll just see how this all pans out. Jack fast after the race, 1.9 seconds the gap now, so over 3 attempts he's pulled out on his brother. Oh, and Schmoy's been in a big slide, and Craig's gone really wide at turn 1. We know, like in the sprint in the first few laps, he likes to take a wide line, but that's
time, though.
Yeah, I think Craig's just getting a bit caught out, and having 6 laps in clean air and plus qualifying as well. I think he's just been a tiny bit caught out by the dirty air and the slipstream effect in braking.
Yep. It's going to be interesting now because we know. Well, we know. Craig actually, Jack had the fastest lap in the sprint, and he's doing the same now. So it'll be interesting to see if Craig he's got that mental strength to try and catch up and find that pace to catch Jack. As
here he goes up the inside.
Now.
Lovely move, but does Schmoyes attack back? Yes, he does. Craig just runs that tiny bit wide, and Craig just sets him up. No, he's not. He's going to perfectly slot in front of him.
No, he defended well there, Schmoyes, but how much longer can he do it? Can he do it for another 10 laps?
Okay, but that's fine. Twitch is holding on as well, which is very good from the Floridian turned New Yorkan. I don't know if that's how you actually say them, but into
he's wide there.
Turn 9.
Tuck's losing a little bit of tuck, but he's still in there. So as it stands,
Hadif is closing back up to these guys as well.
Yeah. The gap in the championship as it stands, we Craig with a 5-point lead.
So it's almost
after this, it's only 2 more rounds to go. You got Sepang next week, and then the following week will be Valencia.
Craig's got a great run out of the last corner, and he's through into 3rd place. And he's going to run wide again, but I think he's going to have enough of an advantage.
Yeah.
So he's just going to have a good run through turn 2, turn 3, 4, and he should be clear of Schmoyes.
So that
and Finley's taking the fastest lap off Jack.
It now becomes a 7-point lead for Craig. Touch is looking to overtake Schmoyes here.
Can he do it? He's gaining. He's gaining. He's going to the left-hand side.
Yep.
He's going to try and turn it underneath the Austrian.
Yeah, he's wide.
So he's at the inside curb. Here comes Touch. Oh, he just couldn't quite find the grip to go underneath.
Exit out of that corner seems pretty decent.
I've noticed his Touch, his bike just like bobs and weaves and bucks a little bit.
Yeah.
As if the bike's just a little bit unsettled.
He's going to get the cut back though. Close, but not close enough, as Jack has now extended his gap to 2 seconds out front. Craig remains 3 behind, but remember, Craig has still got his additional 3 seconds. Or 3 seconds and 1,000.
And warning before all the riders, Hadif is now approaching. He's just got onto the back of Touch, and after Touch made a small mistake into turn 9, running a bit hot. And we've seen Hadif's antics this race. He's been very aggressive. He's taking prisoners for no one. He's going to get a fantastic run out the final corner. He's got the inside line for turn 1 onto lap 5. Dutch gives him plenty of room. And Hadif is now back inside the top 5. Meanwhile, Craig has just chipped a couple of attempts away at Finley.
Yeah.
Meanwhile,
he's got the fastest lap.
Yeah.
I think this is the first round this season as well where Craig's been assigned a random number by the game. I think every round he's been fine, but this round he's been given a random number.
So down into turn 5. Oh, Touch is sending it on Hadif. Hadif didn't sit the bike up and he's gone down. That's a...
I didn't catch that.
And Howland's got so unlucky there. He ran really... Yeah, he ran really wide, and as Hadif started to go, like, he just went, and that is really unlucky for Howling.
Yeah.
And Lewis,
I didn't see any of that.
Lewis now moves back into 5th place as he's got through on Touch.
So, question is, how quickly is Craig going to make his way from Finley? Because it depends how much he wants this victory, really. And if he does get past Finley, he's still got to put another over 3 seconds.
They got 2.8 in what will soon be 8 laps. It's possible. He's going to have to put a real shift. This might be the first time we see the top 3 of the championship actually finish in the top 3 in the main race.
Yeah.
Well, obviously we still got 8 laps to go through, so a lot can happen in that time frame.
Currently, as it stands, Craig will be finishing 6th, but I don't doubt that will be the final result. We know his pace, and we're not even halfway through yet. Jack keeping a stable gap to Finley. He's increasing it very, very slowly.
It's boosted again's on for some points, even though he did get caught up in an incident at the second corner, trying to take the lead. And he does have Hadif for company, so no doubt Hadif's going to put on some form of attack very soon. Couldn't tell whether Hadif just didn't know Touch was trying to overtake him or what, but fortunately he came off worse in the collision. And Hadif's taken he's taken a long lap again. So he must have been given a long lap for the incident.
Yeah. Craig, 7 tenths behind. Jack's picked up his first warning of the race.
Well, Hadif's very wide, and he tried to overtake Amir, but he failed to do so, and Amir's back into 8th place. So, a bit strange seeing Amir down in 8th, because in the past few rounds, apart from last round, Amir was the strongest in this race. He just take the lead and clear off pretty much. But that's Jack at the moment, looking to take back-to-back victories for the first time since Mugello in Austria, and Hadif's gone down again. Hadif's having an absolute nightmare.
Yeah.
Jack's got quite hot to turn.
He's shown real promise in a few rounds this season, but then there's been other races where he's been fairly disappointing. Unfortunately, today is not his day.
Oh, Boost has gone down to turn 1.
7th position. That's going to drop him potentially onto last. No, he's just remained in 10th, so he's still in the points.
So Craig's now into the half a second window. He's closed 3 tenths on Jack in front. But now he's got Finley to pass, and we saw it took a while to pass Schmoyes in the slipstream. So let's see how long it would take to pass Finley. The track is quite wide, so you are open to many overtaking opportunities.
Yeah.
The problem is the line cuts them all off, so
yeah.
you've got to commit
if he
early.
To remain in third here, but he's still got to remember he's still got to open that gap up to behind him.
Yeah.
So he might need to overtake Finley, maybe, depending on what position he wants to finish in.
Obviously, he's going to want to finish first. I think everybody expects that, but you might have to think of the bigger picture. Even though it's only 12 points, which can go in a race. So there's no point in thinking he can relax just yet. As Finley's gone quite hot into the final corner, or the penultimate corner. So might we see an attack into turn 1?
Oh, Craig's hit the outside curb there at the going out the final corner, but he's quickly recovered that time. He's going to go for a mover on Finley. Make contact. Is Finley going to hold it? Look at Craig's drive.
Side-by-side
so
finish,
much better, but
is
Finley going to dive it? Yeah, of course he is.
But now he's going to run wide, and Craig's going to surely cut back.
No, Finley's done that quite well, to be fair to him, and he's just going to hit the inside of him. Is he going to go for it?
That's going to be a slipstream battle. They're going to be. Finley's just.
Yeah,
Finley's got the inside, but Finley's used to using the outside curb here, so that's going to throw him off. Craig to be later on the brakes.
Is he going to go for a move?
They're caught up on each other's wheels.
Oh, I think Finley had a little bit of lock in there, but he's similar runs again.
Still side by side.
Forces him.
But Craig's got the inside line. He's finally moved to second place. But will Finley send it into turn 7?
It's going to be dangerous if he does. He's isolated!
He's locked the rear.
Oh, no way. He's pushing. But it was just that too much. And now Craig has clean air. And he'll go again.
So he's going to have 5 laps when they cross the line to close in 2.1 seconds. That's just over 4/10 a lap. I guess it depends on how Jack feels.
Big mistake by Finley there.
He was pushing, you could tell.
Craig almost crashed at the final corner. He went on the green.
I've just realised Craig's still got his penalty, hasn't he? So he's actually, as it stands, going to finish in 4th.
He needs to. I think he's got clean air though for now, so I think he could definitely build that gap up. Jack's going to be hoping that the riders behind can increase their pace.
Touch has gone down.
But we saw what Craig done last race in clean air. He used his pace to his advantage.
Oh, and Hadif and Boost have had to coming together at turn 1. Oh, Boost is. Oh my god. Well, that was going to be a disaster again.
And something else to look out for as well with this gap with Craig. Obviously, Lewis and Chamois are fairly close on track. If they start battling, their chance at second place is going to be quite shot.
We saw that last week. That almost costed Chamois and Hadif on the podium when Lewis's amount of penalties almost. Oh, QGM gone. Almost caused them to not get the podium. And Boost is sending on Hadif again into the. Hadif's getting attacked nearly into turn 5, but not quite able to do so.
I'd imagine Lewis and Chamois should have pretty similar pace. I'm not seeing massive gains here. It's seeming a very stable gap. Although Lewis's line seems to be a little bit better. He's perfecting them a little bit more. They're losing slight amounts of time to Craig here, but not loads.
You need to play this smart. Can they do it? If they're smart, they'll just slipstream each other down the back straight.
Oh, no!
Massive high side for Lewis.
That's why they don't use the curb at the final corner. That is exactly the reason why. It is very, very dangerous. And he's suffered the consequences there.
Meanwhile, Hadif and Boosted again fighting. And a great ding-dong battle here for 8th place. Contact between the two. They're going to turn number 2. Oh, and Boosted just hit the back part of the tyre in the worst time. So Chamois, he's got 4 laps to maintain, well, not to lose 9/10 of a second.
Craig's catching Jack, but it's not at a quick enough rate. I think he's just pacing
himself. I think Craig's in a race against Chamois here. I think the only way he can beat Jack is if Jack makes a mistake. at this point, a 1.6 second gap. I can't see it being closed unless, I say, Jack makes some form of error. I think the race now is with Schmoes.
He's lost about 3 or 4 tenths.
Maybe he can win it.
But he's got his penalty though, hasn't he?
Yeah, true. So Jack can just afford to sit back. He doesn't have to cross the line in first place. Meanwhile, Craig is in a race with Schmoes. But he's already extended that to half a second, so I wouldn't be surprised if Craig is saying the fastest lap of the race here. Obviously, we won't know, but got to assume that he's put one of his fastest laps of the race in.
Gap is coming down. Jack's a little bit wide at turn 1. Tell you what, if Craig didn't have a penalty here, he would be fighting for the win. But I think it's just come a little bit too short for him after all that mess in the middle part of the race.
Craig looking to secure sec. Oh, Lewis has gone down again. That's going to promote potentially the 2 Yamahas into 5th and 6th.
Unfortunate for Lewis today, that's 2 crashes by himself, I think. And now he's just picked up a long lap, so his day gets even worse.
He might be about to be overtaken by Hadith, who's in the slipstream. I don't think he's close enough though. The gap at the front's half a second now.
Yeah. Is Jack planning to maybe hold Craig up?
That could be a plan as well, to try and secure... Because if they start battling or anything...
I mean, yeah.
It's a risky tactic, but...
Because if Jack ends up crashing now, that's going to completely deplete his chances.
Oh, touching down again.
Last place. He was right on the back of Boost today. I didn't see what happened, but he picked up a warning on the way, so I'm guessing he's crashed on a curb. What's Jack's tactic here? There's 2 laps to go, and Craig
is
has
now officially
got
in second place.
Gap. He's got 3.2 seconds over Schmoes. 3.4 now, actually.
Touchdown, an absolute nightmare. He was doing really well running inside the top 5 in the first part of this race. It's all come unglued.
Craig picks up a 3rd track limit warning there. So we mentioned at the start of this race, Craig doesn't struggle too much with warnings, but he's got to be a little bit careful. And he can't really, I mean, he probably can afford to sit behind Jack. Depends how slow he goes. Or how much Jack is going to start pushing.
Yeah, and Schmoes is now 4 seconds behind, so Jack can have to pull some form of miracle to allow this to happen.
Craig's wide again. And yeah, the gap's up to 4 seconds now for Craig, so I think he's in good company. And Craig picks up 4 track limit warnings. He is 1 away.
This race, it's still not over yet.
He needs to be relatively careful. And he's got a second. He can afford to lose a second on this lap.
Yeah. So we start the last lap. The 2 Factory Ducatis 1 and 2. They are 1 and 2 in the championship. It looks like Jack's going to take victory, and Craig runs. They both run quite hard actually into turn 1.
Is Craig going to try and win on track? Is he going to try and improve his dominance? As Jack's going to run wide here, Craig, he's going to go for it.
And he's gone through. But Jack's going to send it to turn 3. But now Craig's going to get the slip. Oh, Jack has a big slide into turn 4.
And Craig, is he going to try and find the opportunity to make his way through? Is he going to try and get the win?
He's got the inside line. But Jack's going to brake later. The 2 go into the corner together. They give each other enough room.
Oh,
they make contact anyway. And Craig's through into the lead.
Jack, he gets a much better run, but he's going to run wide.
Is he going to send it to turn 7?
Craig, he might be set free.
But Craig's
Craig's a bit wide. Oh, uses it. Yeah, that's not good. That's a warning. And Craig runs deep. He's really trying to get the win, but I think it might be a bit more shot now. Schmoes is still only half a second behind. So it needs to lose another half second, which I can't see happening at this final corner.
He's going to send it.
He's going to try and send it.
He's gone through. He's made it stick as well.
Is Jack going to make a move at the final corner? And he's won it on track. Craig's won it on track. But
Jack will ultimately get the win.
So Craig, he didn't need to do that, but he's just proved his dominance there by just, he took the risk that was quite unnecessary, but he's taken the win on track. But Jack wins the main race. So he's gone from last to first, essentially. Chamois picks up another podium. That's a double. Is that double podium for Chamois?
Oh, it is.
Very good from Chamois there. Great weekend.
So it is Jack who takes victory with Craig in second, Chamois in third, Finley fourth, Amir fifth, Howling sixth, Sadie seventh, Lewis eighth, Boosted ninth, Touch 10th, and you've got Q Gamer and
Godfident. Just looking at the fastest laps there as well, looking really, really close throughout the whole grid, even including people like Lewis, who finished down in 8th there, only 2 tenths off Craig's fastest lap, and nobody was in the 34s, everyone was in the 33s.
Yeah, very impressive.
So we're seeing a bit more of a closer field and more competitive, so hopefully that's a good sign for the last couple races.
Yep.
Anyway, this week I'll let you do Craig and Chamois, and I'll do Jack if you want.
Okay. Where is he? So Chamois, your first double podium. How does it feel to get 2 third places? Yeah, well done. And that's your third place in a row. So keep it up. And now we move on to the championship leader, Craig. So Craig, you won the sprint just like you've done the past 3 sprints before this one. And you won the final race on track, but the penalty means you finished in second. But for you, how important was it to take inferior double victory on track?
Really good. Unfortunately, I got beat up at the start quite a bit. So I don't know if I could have been there with Jack in the early stages, but that's something we won't know. I feel like I had really, really good pace. Kept improving my laps, and the only reason I went for a move on him, or wanted to, was trying to force him into a mistake. So if he crashed on his own doing, trying to keep the position, then that's not my fault. But I felt like he tried riding into me, but I don't know. It is what it is. I'm just happy, obviously, to finish first on the track. And I feel sorry for Finley. He was given a good battle, and then I'm not sure what happened to him. But yeah, shout out to Chamois as well, double podium.
Yeah, so well done. You extend your championship lead overall back to 9 points. So should be an interesting last couple of rounds.
For sure.
So then we move on to our race winner today. Not on track, unfortunately, but you put up a good job today. You did what you needed to do, Jack. It's you're 9 points behind in the championship now. There's 2 rounds to go still, 4 races. You're still in it. But after today, how do you feel? You got the win, you did a good job, and how did you feel about today's race?
Yeah, it was alright, I guess. I had a not very good qualifying. I was off the pace because I just couldn't do a good lap. But yeah, everyone else just seems to get great starts. I don't know what they do, but everyone else just seems to. If it's like automatic starts, I don't know. But everyone seems to get better starts than me. But yeah, I got beat up at the start. Everyone was just being stupid as they always are, and just sending up the inside and just being a bit aggressive. And then I got a long lap for an instant happened with Gofferdon and Finley, and then I had to take that, and then I hit someone's bike in the long lap, and then I crashed again, and then I was like, I might as well, there's no point now, so I just qualified first, but there's no real point because once again everyone else just gets crazy starts. I don't know how they do it, but yeah, and I led the way at a good pace. I kept the good gap. When Craig got into second, I was hoping that Schmoys would be able to keep the gap stable. So I made a bit of a mistake, and then I decided to slow down just a little bit and to see if I could hold up Craig just a tiny little bit, which was about second on the final lap. But so I knew I wasn't too bothered about winning on track because obviously I knew I won, but I was trying to hold Craig up just a little bit so Schmoys could get those extra points and I can have those extra points in the championship. But yeah, a win's a win, but mixed feelings because once again I ain't practice and I don't have good motivation, so I probably don't deserve the championship because this has not been a great season for me. But yeah, we move on to whatever the next round is, whatever it is, I don't even know.
It's Sepang.
Oh, for God's sake! God forbid. Well, unfortunately, hopefully, I'll wake up on Sunday morning and suffocate myself in my pillow.
Maybe practice is needed then for next week, and hopefully you can find some motivation till then. But
well hopefully it's raining
today.
And if it's raining, that might spring a few surprises.
Oh yeah, I did win my first race in Sepang in the wet, so hopefully.
Well then, let's see what's to come next week. You're 9 points behind, 4 races to go.
Yeah.
So that's been it for round number 8. We'll be back for round 9 next week in Sepang, as we just said. And that's it, and we'll see you guys next week. Goodbye.